Hi, my name is Catherine and I'm going to show you how you can get all of your nutritional needs from whole foods. So you don't need to take a multivitamin, you only need to take a B12 supplement and a vitamin D supplement if you don't live anywhere near the sun, and everything else can be completely covered with diet alone. And what's more, I'm going to show you how you can cover your nutritional needs with a meal replacement shake. Everything that you can just blend up completely. Hi, Catherine here from greenthickies.com, and I help busy people to reach their ideal body weight in the most nutritionally sound way imaginable while avoiding hunger by making and eating fast, healthy, delicious food on the go. After having a baby, I had piled on 5 dress sizes and I was no longer able to follow time-consuming diets as I literally had no spare time or energy. This is what led me to inventing the Green Thickie recipe, which is a complete meal green smoothie that provides all of your nutritional needs. When you drink this for breakfast, and potentially also for lunch, you will satisfy your sweet tooth, reduce cravings and eliminate hunger, while dramatically increasing your energy levels. By drinking Green Thickies, I quickly dropped the weight and had enough energy to enjoy looking after my baby. I've also helped thousands of people turn over a new leaf and reach their ideal weight in the healthiest way possible by making this simple change in their diet. Best of all, it's long lasting. I've been drinking Green Thickies every day for over 7 years now and I feel better than ever. If you want to get started by making your first Green Thickie recipe, you can get my free recipe card at greenthickies.com/basic or click the link below. All of my recipes are made using easy to find ingredients that you can get locally. Now that we've been introduced, let's get to the content. Now I'll show you an example of how you might replace all of your meals with a meal replacement shake, just to show you that you do get all of your nutrients, and then I'm going to show you what your nutritional profile would be like if you incorporated other meals as well as the nutritional shake to get your full nutritional needs met in one day. So we're just going to start off. Imagine that you just drank 3 meal replacement shakes every single day made of whole foods, and these are the ingredients that we're going to put in them. These are the ingredients that I've chosen today. There's lots of other different combinations, but these are my favourites for today. This is what I'm currently basing my own meal replacement shakes on. So if I was to make a whole day's worth, I would have 3 bananas, 4 cups of blackberries, 500 grams of spinach, which, yes, this is a lot of spinach. This is the equivalent of about 16 cups of spinach. Now, it is important that you get this amount of spinach, and this is why I love leafy greens so much, because look what happens if you take away the spinach. So at the moment, all of the nutritional targets are met. They're all at 100% or more, apart from obviously the ones I mentioned, which you don't really get from food anyway, which are the B12 and the vitamin D. So look what happens if I take away the spinach. This is how important spinach is in the diet. Look what's happened. Lots of them have dropped down. So you're not getting enough B3, you're not getting enough E, you've only got half your amount of calcium. You're not reaching your full iron for the day, you're not getting your full potassium, you're not getting your full sodium. So this has been chosen because it's absolutely essential. If you're going to get all of your nutrients met on a whole foods diet, then you need to eat this amount of spinach. But don't worry, because if you put it into a meal replacement shake, you can't taste it. You don't have to chew it, you can't taste it. I actually have this amount of spinach every single day. I use frozen spinach, so it doesn't actually look like that much spinach, but it does take up about half of my blender in frozen spinach, and I just blend it up, and I've got loads of quantity of food to eat, so I never feel hungry even when I am dieting and losing weight. So this is, yes, you do need this amount of spinach in your daily diet. We've also got 1 Brazil nut for the selenium, because if you take the selenium away, if you take the Brazil nut away, that drops quite a lot, as you can see, so that's why that is super important there. We've got the bananas, which are for taste. They've also got a good nutritional profile in the bananas. We've got the blackberries, which they're very, very high in vitamin C, copper, manganese, and lots of other essential nutrients and vitamins. We've also put in 2 dates, mainly for the flavour, just to make the meal replacement shake really sweet and taste nice, but it does actually have a lot of B vitamins in just from these couple of dates here. We've got 1 cup of oats. Oats also have a lot of protein and nice healthy carbs, vitamins, minerals, and even a small amount of healthy fats, so you get a lot from your oats every day. And now this is a bit of a weird ingredient to put in a smoothie or a shake: edamame beans. Now these are in here for the protein. Now if I explain why they're in here, then you might not be so turned off by having beans in your smoothie. Now a lot of people have vegan or plant-based protein powders which they include in their smoothies, and these are made from soya, which is the same thing as edamame beans, or they're made from peas, pea protein, or hemp, or other types of protein like rice protein. But lots of people do actually have protein powders made from beans in their smoothies, so it's not as disgusting as you think. And believe it or not, if you put these type of beans in your meal replacement shake, you can't taste them at all. They just make it really thick, creamy and filling, and you're getting 44 grams of protein just from these beans alone, which is why I chose the edamame beans. And I know some people are put off having soy in their diet, but the studies have now proven that not only is soy not harmful, but it's actually very, very beneficial for your health and for preventing diseases, because just look how much nutrients there is just in the edamame beans. I mean, you're getting 58% of your entire day's worth of nutrients just from these beans alone. So we're putting 2.4 cups in the entire day's worth of meal replacement shake. And we've also got a small amount of sea salt to add in enough sodium, because when you don't eat processed food, you need to make sure that you do get enough sodium. You go in the opposite direction of running the risk of too little, especially if you're doing a lot of exercise. You do need to make sure that you've got enough sea salt, sodium in your diet. It doesn't have to come from sea salt, you can get it from vegetables, but you do need to eat loads and loads of vegetables to get enough sodium, so that's why I like to include some from healthy salts as well. So as you can see, the nutritional profile is complete with just these small amounts of vegan, plant-based foods. So whoever said that you're lacking with your nutrients when you're on a vegan diet, they need to come and have a look at this, because this just proves that you can get absolutely everything, and not just like get just a small amount, but look how much vitamin C you're getting, 420% more than the RDA, the recommended daily allowance. So you're getting, the ones that are in green are way more than you need to get, and it's fine when you eat whole foods to get more than you need. The body just knows what to do with whole foods. The problem is if you take a supplement, a multivitamin tablet, these are all synthetic vitamins, and the body actually doesn't like too much of those. You can overdose, which is why it's really important to get your nutrients from whole foods rather than try and just cover your bases with a multivitamin, because you could end up having too much of the unhealthy synthetic vitamins in your body, and your body just doesn't like that. So we've covered everything, and the reds are like way more than your body needs, which again is fine if you get them from whole foods. But if you were to take a vitamin A supplement and get this amount, that would be unhealthy. But when it comes from whole foods, it's very, very good for the body. The body just takes what it needs and gets rid of the rest. So this is if you were to replace your entire meal with meal replacement shakes, all of your 3 meals for one day. But and this might be fine for like a detox, for a quick diet, but you're going to want to start chewing food eventually. You're not going to want to indefinitely just drink your calories. So we do need to have a look at how it would work with some other types of healthy food. So on this day here, this is actually what I'm eating this week. So another thing I wanted to point out before we move on is this is how many calories I need per day, and this is how many calories these foods give me. So I'm way under my calories, which is good for weight loss. This is a good calorie deficit if I'm looking to lose weight. And if I'm not looking to lose weight, or say if you need more calories than I do, which is probably quite likely because I'm small in height and a female, so there's not many people who would actually eat less calories than me unless you're smaller in height than me, but I'm quite short already. So if you need more calories, you simply just eat more whole foods, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. You know that you've got your nutrition met, and you don't have to worry that you're deficient in anything, because you're not. So you just eat more of what you like, as long as it's healthy. So this is my meal plan for this week. This is what I'm eating. Now, what I normally do every day, and what I've been doing for the last 10 years, is I replace 2 of my meals every day with a meal replacement shake, what I call a Green Thickie, and I just have a cooked vegan meal for dinner, and also a snack, some kind of healthy dessert, which I often eat after my dinner, or sometimes if I'm hungry during the day, I'll have it during the day. So this is my meal plan. I always start the day with some celery juice. It's very, very good for your health. Hardly any calories, so it doesn't really make that much difference. Then I've got my ingredients here for my meal replacement shake, and some of them have actually changed because I'm taking some ingredients out and putting them in other meals. So there's no oats anymore. That's actually down here in the granola now. So I've got bananas, blackberries, still got loads of spinach, still got the 500 grams of spinach, still got the Brazil nut, still got the dates, still got the edamame beans, but just not as many because I'm having more protein down here, more beans down here. And this is my dinner. I've got this I've got these falafels this week with a bean dip, with a big salad, and I'm going to have that with some mushrooms. Mushrooms are very high in vitamins B2, B3 and B5, so if you ever feel like you're lacking in those, just throw in 1 cup of mushrooms and you'll probably hit your nutritional target. So that's why I always like to have mushrooms every day. So I've got that meal, and then I like to have some granola with some, again, more berries, some maple syrup and some soy yogurt. So that's how many calories I have in the evening, and this is just what I like to eat. So this is my my meal plan at the moment. And finally, I just wanted to show you what one meal would look like if you only wanted to, say, replace your breakfast with this meal replacement shake. This is what your nutritional profile would look like. So you would have 1 banana, half cup of berries, just 250 grams of spinach, because we're hoping that you will have your more leafy greens later on in the day. Perhaps you'll have a salad for lunch, or perhaps you'll have spinach in a soup or some other leafy greens later on. You'll still have the Brazil nut for the selenium. You'll just have 1 date, and you're just going to have 3/4 of a cup of edamame beans. And this is what the nutritional profile looks like. You've got 432 calories. You've got 61% of the calories coming from carbs, 21% coming from fat, and 18% coming from protein. The protein is 24 grams of protein in this meal replacement shake, which is a lot. Fats are 11 grams, which is quite low, it's still a good healthy amount of fats. You don't want to have too much and you don't want to have too little, especially if you're trying to maintain or lose weight. You still need healthy fats for protein, so that's a great amount. And then we've still got a good amount of the vitamins and minerals. We don't have 100% of everything because we're going to get these from foods later on in the day, so you don't need to cover all of your nutritional bases with just one meal. But if you see, this one meal actually has covered 60% of the targets for the entire day, which is absolutely amazing. Just in one meal, we've got 82% of the fibre covered, we've got 58% of the iron, 37% of the calcium, we've got all of the vitamin A covered, we've got more than enough vitamin C covered, we've got more than enough folate covered. So as you can see, it's still extremely healthy. This is probably more nutrients than most people get in an entire day, because most people just eat very nutritionally devoid foods every day, which just will not contain these amount of nutrients. And then they'll pop in a multivitamin, which they might get some of these from synthetic forms, but the body just doesn't like it, so you're just not going to be as healthy as if you got this from whole foods. And if you just blend up these few ingredients, it tastes so delicious. Blend it up, you can take it with you, take it to work, take it to school, and you will be full up. It's got a good amount of calories, not too many, not too little. It's got a good amount of calories, and it'll fill you up until lunchtime. You could even have another at lunchtime, and it'll save you from having to think about what you're going to eat at breakfast. It replaces your unhealthy breakfast, your unhealthy lunch, and you'll find the weight will be dropping off if you are not making an effort to maintain your weight by eating more calories, because you could just put more. If you wanted to gain weight or maintain your weight, you could just put more bananas in. You could just add some oats in with here, add some more beans, add some more berries, put more dates in, and that will increase the calories, and therefore you won't lose weight. But this is actually a really good weight loss meal replacement shake for most people, as long as you don't go crazy later on in the day. You do actually have to track your calories later on in the day, but I do have meal plans that cover all of the meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner, which are all completely nutritionally perfect, so you don't have to worry about that. So you can either use Chronometer and log it yourself, or I can give you some meal plans. It's totally up to you, but I really hope that this has helped you to see how easy it is to make meal replacement shakes that cover all of your nutritional bases, and you don't need to buy any of these meal replacement shakes that have added synthetic vitamins into them. It sounds like they're nutritionally complete, but they also often contain unhealthy fillers in there, nasty preservatives that are doing harm to your body, and plus it costs a fortune. This is cheap food. It's really cheap. It's natural. Your body will love you for it. You'll have sky high energy when you drink this every day. Believe me, I know. It's amazing. Okay, I hope that's helped, and just let me know if you've got any questions and I would love to help you.